Hello everyone, I'm Alicia, and I'm a psychic medium. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm what's to be considered a no-tools medium, meaning I don't need to use cards or anything like that. I channel, and what I do is I channel energy, and I channel and communicate with those that have passed. I can channel the energy of those that are still here, places, objects. I channel and communicate with my spirit guides, and I use my third eye. Okay, all my readings are timeless. Anything I say could be past, present, or future. It could deal with you, somebody close to you, maybe somebody you haven't met yet. Okay, so before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and pray. I say, dear Lord God, please protect me with your white light of protection always. Please help me to clearly see, hear, feel, and know the messages I'm about to receive and give. My intention is to communicate with spirit, with my spirit guides, with angels, with energy, and to do a general mediumship reading. Okay. I hope everyone is doing okay and good and well. I'm just going to say this. I had an interesting evening last night, so it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and try to use some cards, and we'll see what Spirit has to say, or what messages we have. Message would you like the collective to know? Messages would you like the collective to know? Well, that was too many. Okay. Let's see, Seven of Cups. Somebody's out there searching for a purpose. Okay, maybe some daydreaming going on. We've got the Two of Swords. Difficult choices, indecision. So this has to, the Seven of Cups also has to do with choices. So, all right, what about these choices? Courage, determination. This is the Queen of Wands. Someone needs to stand, like, in their convictions, is what I'm hearing. Temperance. I'm hearing there's some choices that someone is going to have to make. This has to do with relationships. And with temperance, this can mean patience. You know, you're going to have to, and also like maybe finding the middle ground is what I'm hearing. Going to have to find a common ground. You're going to have to sit back and think and just be patient with yourself and with the other person and try to figure out, I'm hearing what it is that you really want. For yourself and out of the relationship. Then we've got the Six of Cups, which has to do with like healing, happy memories. I'm feeling like it's a situation where there's a lot of animosity, some toxicity. And it's just like a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth type deal. And it's like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You just need to be patient. That's what I'm hearing. Two of Cups. has to do with unity and partnership and connection. Page of Wands. Excitement, like freedom. I'm hearing options too. Like someone's going to have options. You know what I mean? I mean, we always have options. But it's like either choose to stay stagnant and complacent, like where you're at and with how the relationship is, or choose to work on it and work together on it and work through things so that both of you can be happy. We've got the King of Cups, which has to do with compassion, control, and balance. I'm getting a situation where there's like a fight for control. You know what I mean? I'm hearing two bossy people. Two people are just like at each other, you know, and always has to be in charge, always has to be in control. You have to learn to find balance in all of that. There's some devil energy going on, you know. A lot of times it has to do with like addiction and materialism, but it also has to do with obsession, and I think that's where that is going. The addiction too, almost like being with one another is an addiction. Like the relationship in itself is an addiction. Five of Cups has to do with like grieving or loss, but also like self-pity. Got some victim mentality going on both ends of the spectrum, not just one, both of them. Five of Wands has to do with competition, rivalry, and conflict. It's like they're both fighting, and that's all I keep hearing is to be in charge. It's like they're competing against one another. You know, it's like, and it's like beating their head up against the wall. It's, you know, like it's, you have to find common ground. You have to find common ground, period. You have to compromise. It can't always just be my way or the highway, you know, this way or no way. Like, you have to meet each other in the middle, and you both have to work at things. You both have to want to work at things. Period. All right, what else do you want them to know for now? Seven of Wands has to do with like maintaining, sometimes being defensive, but maintaining your stance, maintaining your ground. You know, we've already got the conflict with the Five of Wands and the competition, the rivalry between each other. It's like, what are you competing for? You know, there's like no position in a relationship. You should treat each other as equal. You understand? Like, each one of you counts just as much as the other. No one is more important than anyone else, you know, in a relationship. You both need to give 100%, you know. That's my opinion. I don't think it should be 50-50. No, everyone should give. Each person should give 100%. If you're not giving your all into the relationship, then what are you in the relationship for? Unless it's to give your all to somebody, you know. You don't want to be with somebody who's half-assed, you know. Hell, I don't. Well, and I have been, but, you know, hell, and I know I've probably been half-assed before to people, and you know, that's not good. It's not nice. You know, you want to be able to give your all to somebody and have them give their all back to you. You know, 100-100 in a relationship is my opinion, not 50-50. 100-100. We've got the Nine of Swords, anxiety, trauma, helplessness. Somebody's got a lot of fear and anxiety, and almost like they don't have to be really having nightmares, but just the thoughts, like nightmarish thoughts, you know, and just bad negative thoughts. Somebody's a pessimist is what I'm hearing. Somebody just focuses on the negative. All they do, they're super focused. I heard hyper focused and super focused on the negative, like always picking apart or picking out someone. Now guys, if this resonates with you, okay. If not, you know, just leave what doesn't. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. It has to do with like legacy and like inheritance and stuff like that. So somebody's going to be coming into some money here soon. Page of Cups. Has to do with being happy. You know, maybe a surprise. So that would be the happy surprise. Some, you know, unexpected money coming into somebody. It doesn't have to be like an actual inheritance, you know, it just could be an unexpected sum of money. But that's what I'm hearing, actual physical money. So those of you out there that have been waiting for your karmic return, this would be it. King of Swords. Kind of having your head over your heart, you know what I mean? Thinking more logically about stuff. But the King of Swords energy, it's about the truth. And what do they say? The truth shall set you free, right? The truth shall set you free. What's up with this King of Swords? What is the King of Swords? Oh, the King of Swords is with the High Priestess. High Priestess energy, but I'm getting there's a King of Swords energy, like the man is a King of Swords. He's more analytical. He thinks more with his head instead of with his heart. You know, he tries to be truthful. He's coupled with a High Priestess, you know, someone who's very intuitive, could have some sort of abilities, you know. Use your intuition is what I'm hearing. Listen to that inner voice, that little voice, you know. It may not always sound like you, but that's your intuition, and listen to it. All right, what's up with the High Priestess? You High Priestess women out there in the collective. There's going to be some sacrifice going on. Some releasing of the negative energy. Oh my gosh, my ear's getting hot and red. That means somebody's talking about me. And Page of Pentacles. Desire, diligence, ambition. So you High Priestess, or those of you out there who are in High Priestess energy or have High Priestess energy, very ambitious. Go after your ambitions, your desires. But then we have the Hangman, like I said, in the moon, which has to do with your intuition also, your unconscious, digging deep. All right, so we've got a High Priestess coupled here with a King of Swords. High Priestess is going to have to do some digging and really think about what she wants. I mean, both parties need to, but from this, she needs to think about what she wants and what she really wants out of the relationship. I mean, her sitting in a high seat, you know, and then of course you got the king sitting in a high seat also, you know, in the divine masculine energy. You're going to kind of clash and have people like butting heads, you understand? So what about the King of Swords? Now we have the King of Wands, looking at the bigger picture, being a leader, overcoming like your challenges and stuff. So this man is both in the King of Swords and King of Wands energy, trying to be a leader, wants to be not the head honcho, but wants to be the man of the relationship, you know. But when you're coupled with a high priestess, you know, who very much, it's kind of like opposites here, like opposites attract, because you've got this king here that, you know, thinks with his head over his heart, and then the high priestess thinks with her heart over her head, you know, uses her intuition, her gut, her heart, you know, goes with what she feels is right. Now, the king, on the other hand, goes with what he thinks is right. Okay? So, if these sound like you, whatever relationship you're in, then this would resonate with you. Let me see. All right, what's going to come of these two? Positive energy. Just be positive, think positive. We have this come up. It says hello. So if there's been conflict as of recently, somebody just needs to step up to the plate and take the first step and apologize or whatever is what I'm hearing. You know, let bygones be bygones and just start the conversation, initiate it, you know, say, hey, we need to talk, we need to work things out. You know, we can't keep going on like this. Okay, these are all like flipping out. This is crazy. We got false lying, which means that somebody is saying that somebody else is lying. We've got transition coming. There could be children within this situation. There is conflict, see? This is a karmic masculine. So this is a karmic relationship, like soulmate type relationship. It's a karmic masculine. And then we have bliss, which of course means like happiness. I'm getting for the children thing, it doesn't have to do with children being involved. It has to do with these two acting like children. Being very immature is what I just heard. And I'm being told to say karma. Just remember karma. Because sometimes when you do things out of passion, or if you're fueled by passion or anger, you know, and you're out there and you're doing the most or doing things to get back at people, eye for an eye type deal, you know, well, same thing's going to happen, you know. I mean, whatever you do to somebody else is going to end up coming back to you, period. Whether it be good or bad. One of them's a star seed. And again with the high priestess, somebody's star seed, high priestess. So like I said, somebody's got abilities. Somebody's very intuitive. Could be psychic, could be a medium, a healer. High priestess, she's very much protected. Very much protected. So whatever this karmic masculine, you know, is going out of his way to try to do to this high priestess, it's not going to happen, because she's protected. She's divinely protected, like big time. See, soulmate. See, I told you, soulmate connection. Yes, I do personal readings. I'm sorry, I just saw that. Yeah, you can message me and we can set up a time. Or if you want me to read you now, it doesn't matter. I was just kind of doing general collective. There's issues over a house. I'm getting there's instability. Very much so. There's some jealousy and envy is what I'm hearing. Too many expectations. The guy's a nice guy, but he just, I'm hearing, goes about things in the wrong way, in the wrong manner. Somebody feels abandoned. And ancestors with the protection. People are protected, like High Priestess. She's protected very much so by angels, by the divine, by ancestors, past loved ones. Things like that. All right, let me get some other... I forgot to grab them, sorry. Okay. All these cards. All right, let's check out these. Mystical Moon Oracle. These are all messed up. Okay. Okay. This is for the collective. What would you like the collective to know? Mystical Moon Oracle. I haven't used these very much. These have a lot to do with time. What would you like the collective to know? Or people out there in the collective. Give it time. It's in the works. So, like I said earlier, be patient. You know, time will bring a surprise. You know, everything will work out in the end, because, like, a few minutes ago, we saw bliss, you know, happiness and all that. All right, what else would you like them to know? It's time to let go. If you feel like and they're not talking about the relationship, they're talking about letting go of, like, whatever petty little things you may be arguing about, or whatever the conflict is about. Just let it go, you know. And if you happen to get in a disagreement or argument, don't dredge up the past. You know, that's one thing that I can talk to you about it after, if that's okay. You can message me through Facebook. Yeah. Something's going to happen a year from now, but yeah, it's time to let things go. You know, like I said, if you're in an argument or disagreement, you don't want to keep throwing things up in each other's face. You know, things from a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, you know. I mean, that was then, you know, that was then. And if you're going to keep bringing up stuff from that long ago, and if you're still not over it, then why did you stay with that person for that long a time, you know, just to keep harboring these resentments toward the other person? Because that's what that is. It's resentment. Like, if you continuously bring up things from somebody's past, then you have resentments toward that person. Tomorrow looks promising. See, I told you things are going to work out. And then something about next spring. So that would be 12 months from now. April. Wow. Okay. And then that's funny, on the bottom of the deck, I went to turn it over. It says patience, it's not time yet. So, let me put these up real quick. All right. I don't want these. We're just going to do a combination of everything. And I want to do a few of these too. We'll just do a whole bunch of cards tonight. Yeah, I usually don't use a lot of cards, but I just feel like it. Okay, now these are the Healing Spirits Oracle. First one, be the best version of yourself and start today. Like there's no better day than today, right? If you want to start anew, you want to, get things done, you have a project that you want to work on, why not today? Quit putting things off is what I'm hearing. Whether it be relationship, work, projects, family-related things. It says you have the potential to grow spiritually and raise your life to a much higher level now. The wise spirit sages show us that there is always a chance to grow and expand in a positive way, which will not only affect us, but all those we love. They are reminding you of this now. Remember, you have the right to be brilliant and successful, so push your boundaries and exceed all limits. The only thing that can stop you from growing is your own limited thinking, so get going and keep on growing. Your life holds amazing possibilities and the potential to be better every day. Okay, I'm just doing like a general reading, like for the collective, so anybody out there that it may resonate with, and I stated that at the beginning, but I can go back over it. Gosh, I'm getting hot all of a sudden. I got a t-shirt on, I gotta take this off. Okay, what I do mainly, I don't usually use like a bunch of cards like this or do like a whole card reading. I usually just channel, and what I do is I channel the energy, of like those that have past loved ones. I channel the energy of those that are still here, places, objects. I channel with my spirit guides and communicate with my spirit guides, and I use my third eye. Now, when I give readings, like I said, they're all timeless. Anything I say could be past, present, or future. It could deal with you, somebody close to you, maybe somebody you haven't met yet. Okay? Now, if I'm doing a general reading for the collective, like I said, that's for anybody out there, sometimes things can get a little bit specific. So, if it doesn't resonate, then the message just, would not be for you, But yeah, when I'm doing the general reading for the collective out there, it's just for anybody that it resonates with. Okay. A lot of times when I do these on here, they will be generalized, and unless I specifically say so, but most of the time I will sit here and I will channel, and it's basically just me talking. Not a whole bunch of cards are usually used, I'll just be communicating with the other side, and I will let you guys know, just by me talking, whatever, what is being said. So that's how that works. It's me communicating with them, or they're channeling through me. I'm the medium. I'm a medium. So basically they use me, as the middleman. It's them getting whatever messages out that they feel need to get out. It's my voice, but it's them channeling through me. So I protect myself, I protect those around, you know what I mean? Because I pray at the beginning every single time. And, sometimes, and I don't mean evil, I mean negative. Sometimes some negative type energy will kind of come through. And if that happens, if I'm, feeling out of sorts from it, I will try to switch gears and, try to veer away from that. you know, we can't help that. You know, there's positive and negative energy all around all the time. So it just depends on, and I'm an empath, so it depends on the energy that I'm channeling, how that energy is feeling, you know, their emotions, thoughts, you know, from that person. I tend to take those on also. Sometimes even I'll take on physical ailments. Like if I'm doing a reading for somebody and say they have like a headache or like, you know, had head trauma, I might start feeling like I just got hit in the head or like, you know, pounding or something. And so, yeah, there's quite a lot. You're welcome. Okay. But yeah, you could message me through Messenger and we can talk about it, a reading. Yeah. Go within and we can set something up. I don't have a problem with that. Go within. So those of you out there need to dig a little bit deeper, all right? Need to do some reflection and take a look at yourself and start working on yourself. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of spiritual awakenings happening this year. And so that's what that has to do with, going within. It says, no matter how much you have learned or how much you are seen to be the trusted one that others go to for help and guidance, you must always remember to give something back to yourself. Guardian spirits are telling you that you are also a sentient being, and as such, you will at times require regeneration from the healing powers of the universe. Meditation is good for mind and soul, and allowing yourself to be still when required will bring balance and contentment, which in turn will create clarity and peace. The inner you is your environment, so remember to treat yourself well. Be kind to yourself. You know, I was doing a reading for somebody earlier today, and that is one thing that came through on her about self-care, you know, and doing things for herself and, you know, not feeling bad about it. There is so much more to you than you think, all right? For those of you out there that are struggling, you know, with confidence, self-esteem, with your purpose, you know, some people just might not feel they have one. Some people just might not be sure what it is. They know they have one, but they don't know what it is, you know? Some people have struggled, like I said, with the confidence, self-esteem, and maybe they feel they're not worthy of something. They feel they're not enough. You need to get out of that stinking thinking, you know, because everybody on this planet is worthy and enough and capable and beautiful. And we're all able to do anything that we put our mind to. So just remember that. It says, some people believe they were born to be one thing or another, but others get a sense that there is more to them than just one aspect. Your mind and body are reaching out for new things and exciting experiences now. Guardian spirits are reminding you that you have many undiscovered gifts, and now would be a good time to allow them to come forward. It is a sin not to share a precious gift with the world. Remember, there is no such thing as coincidence. The signs that keep turning up in your life are all saying the same thing. It's in you, so go for it. Okay? I'm going to stop on those. I think something just keeps telling me to channel. So I don't know, maybe because old girl was asking. So just give me a second here. And then at the end, we'll do something to raise our vibration and then from the angels. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to strictly channel. Okay, I don't know if this is for the Tracy person or what, but somebody's lost somebody either out there in the collective or somebody that's watching has lost both their mother and father recently. All within the past 5 years is what I'm hearing. There's somebody named Dan. heard the name Betty, and then Brenda. Somebody had MS, either MD or MS, multiple sclerosis or muscular dystrophy, something like that. Something along those lines. Ended up passing away because of this. I heard the name Jeannie or Jenny or Jeannie, something like that. Also something heart related. Somebody's got tachycardia, which I believe means a very rapid heart rate. Or had tachycardia and didn't know it. Something about a heart being overworked or over pumping. Almost to where it was pumping too hard, and I'm just hearing overworking itself. I don't know if this is somebody now or somebody that has passed, but this is what's going on. Somebody has an enlarged heart. Had several surgeries. If not, we'll have to have several surgeries. Endocarditis. Somebody's had this for a while, the endocarditis, and has been living with it for a long while. And didn't realize it until as of lately. It's almost like there were hardly any symptoms. I mean, there were mild symptoms of it, but this person didn't go to the doctor regularly to get a checkup and whatnot. Hence the reason, or hence me saying it came on all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Because they didn't know they had it, because they didn't get checkups. They didn't go to the doctor. If there was something wrong or they felt like something was wrong, they just covered it with either drugs or pills, Tylenol, any kind of something. They just kind of discounted it as nothing. There was breathing issues along with it, which they thought was asthma. No, it all had to do with this endocarditis. Whoever has these health issues, I'm hearing a lot of it is stress related. The stress is what started a lot of these issues. I'm hearing pushing themselves to the limit. Like at everything they do, it's like they're overworked, like they overdo everything. I'm hearing they don't know how to just be. And they can't be still, like very competitive person. Always kind of has to, I'm number one, or you know, or like they got kids and they got to be number one, they got to be the best at everything, and it's like it's all of this, like putting stress on themselves, putting stress on the kids, putting stress on everybody, you know, like it's causing these health issues, these heart-related issues, all due to stress. Like, it's not that serious, people, you know. I mean, I understand, like, kids are in sports and we want to do well and we want our kids to do well and things like that, but it's not everything in this world. It's really not, you know. I stress that so much. You know, the most important thing in this world is to ensure that, you know, you yourself, and then that we're teaching our kids, you know, to be good people, to be kind and caring and compassionate and loving, and, you know, to do for others, and, you know, not to be mean and cruel and jealous or envious or things like that, you know. And I know it's very hard. I mean, we're human, you know, and we all have feelings and emotions and different ways that we think about things and different perspectives on things and the way we perceive things and think things should be, and, you know, but I'm just hearing, like, give yourself some grace, you know, give others some grace and give yourself some grace. Like, it's okay. Like, it's not that serious. That's exactly what I'm being told to say. Like, it's not that serious. Like, the world will not end. Like, if, you know, if somebody doesn't win like one time, or you're not the best at something, or your kid is not the best at something every single time, you know. I made a lot of mistakes as a parent, you know, and I still do. And, you know, I wish I would have made a lot of different choices and decisions, you know, with my life, you know, with being an addict and things like that, and being present but not being present, if you know what I mean. And then on the other hand, not really being there, you know, at times that I needed to be, or that they needed me to be, but I was just selfish and just focused on myself and the addiction at the time, you know. But that is one thing that I have always told and taught my kids and try to implement within them, you know, to be a good person and be good to others, you know. And that winning wasn't everything, you know. And I also always taught them, you know, like, being the most popular isn't, you know, the greatest thing in the world, you know, because I was popular and things like that. But when you're popular, you know, everything comes with a price, you know. And I said, you know, what you need to do is find you one or two really good, close, true friends, you know, and keep them. It's okay to have acquaintances and whatever, but you don't need to be so focused on being popular and in the cool crowd and things like that. And because I told him, I said, yeah, being popular and in the cool crowd, a lot of times, I mean, I was honest with my kids, you know, they party and they're out there doing things that they shouldn't be doing, you know. Why? Because they feel like they can get away with it, and most of the time they do, you know. They're the ones out there being rebellious and whatever, and, you know, because everyone thinks they're a certain way at school, and then outside of that, they're doing other things, you know. Not everybody, but I mean, for the most part, you know, you got your cool, popular kids, and they, back in the day, they tended to party and stuff like that. So I'm just glad that my kids steered clear of that. You know, I guess that was one good thing that came from my addiction. My kids seeing me so bad off in my addiction that it steered them completely away from it, you know, like, so my kids have, you know, they never, I've got 2 that are in college now, and they've never done any drugs or anything like that. I mean, they're anti that, and, you know, the main reason is, and they said they would never do it because it ruins families, and that's the truth, you know. You know, it did ruin ours, and it put a huge dent in me and my daughter's relationship, you know, to where it's still very strained. Our relationships are still very strained, and it's something that I just have to learn to be patient on, and I guess allow them their time in order to heal, you know, at their own time is what I was told, you know, and I can't really like push them on anything because I'm the main reason for a lot of their issues, you know, their hurt and their mental health issues and things like that. So maybe I just heard you need to give yourself some grace too. Maybe I need to do that, you know, but I'm just saying, you know, I was told to give them their space, you know, and then when they're ready, I guess, to work on things or forgive me or whatever, then they will. So, per anyone that doesn't know me, that's one of the main reasons I don't talk about my kids too much on here. Number one, they're my kids, and, you know, it's their private life, you know, but the relationships are just strained, and that's all I can say. I just got the name Brian and Roxy. I don't know if her real name was Roxanne and went by Roxy or something. Something about Roxy. Brian has a farm, but they're talking about a farm with a bunch of sheep. Somebody has a bunch of sheep. And they're showing me somebody like shearing the sheep and then like selling them. I don't know, so you know how take them to like the fair and stuff like that or whatever. Yeah, somebody is. Who's ever the sheep shearer, the shepherd, whoever the shepherd is, or just getting into it or something. That's what I heard, just getting into it. Who's ever, it's like a new venture that somebody's like gone after. Heck of a venture, huh? Sheep. Ah, no. Everything's going to work out for the sheep shearer, for the shepherd. Polly or Pollyanna is one of the sheep's names, is what I'm hearing. What does Donnie Darko have to do with anything? I just heard Donnie Darko. What was that? A movie? I just heard a movie. Something about somebody with a dark past. That's what I just heard. I mean, we all have pasts. There's a lot of us that have skeletons in the closet. You know what I mean? Like, and then I'm hearing villain, like almost like somebody. Like, has basically been the villain like their whole life, you know? And it's like, even in new relationships, they do everything they can to ensure that they still play this villain role. I don't know why that's coming up. That's weird. They're saying it's time to like step down and like cast a new character, meaning like actually figure out who you are. They said you're not the villain anymore. It's time to move on and move forward. Become the hero. That's what they said. God, again, somebody suffers from migraines or headaches. Right up here, like on top. Somebody's having like congestion issues, like very, because I started getting like very stuffy, but it's like right up here. Sinus issues. Somebody's vision is going blurry too. Like lately, it started to go blurry, like hazy, like stuff seems hazy. Something about blood pressure. Get that checked as to why things are seeming hazy and blurry. It's not necessarily your vision. I mean, your vision is seeming blurry, but it has to do with your blood pressure. So if that resonates with anybody. I heard the name Jennifer. And then Todd, so I don't know if Todd's a last name or if Todd has to do with Jennifer. Something about them fencing or putting up a new fencing. I just heard don't go with the chain link. If somebody's out there looking at new fences, don't go with the chain link fence. Put up a privacy fence is what I heard, because you will get new neighbors and you really want a privacy fence. I just heard the name Dylan and then Morrow, but then I heard Morrow Road, so I don't know, Morrow Road. Now I'm hearing that song, The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow, like from Orphan Annie. Something about, there was a wreck or something on Morrow Road, wherever that is. Somebody named Dennis. Car racing. People, I don't know what type of road it is, but they're showing me like a long road, this supposed Morrow Road, where it's like a long straightaway and like people like race cars. It's in an area where, I mean, you're able to do something like that. That's what I'm hearing. It's a really long, straightaway road for a long while. Where's Carlisle? Carlisle or New Carlisle or something. I don't know. I'm going to stop for now. Okay, I know that was kind of like, you know, scattered tonight, like different things, kind of like all over the place there. But if that resonated with anybody, okay. If not, I mean, you know, just take stuff down. You know, if none of it resonated with you, then yeah, it's just basically not for you. But if you feel it would resonate with somebody, you know, let them know something. All right, let me do just a couple angel message cards real quick, and then we'll be done. Yeah, and then I also can do, you know, readings on here during the live. If anybody wants those, you know, just hop on and say, hey, can you... Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's because I'm insane. No, I'm just... I'm kidding. I can be, you know. But insane in the membrane. It's all over. Yeah, tonight was very bipolar. Up and down, like all over the place. But, you know, ADHD everywhere. It's okay. But first, from the angels... we have 000, which is guidance. It says that you have full support of the divine. The guidance you are seeking is here, and your life is moving in the right direction. This is the start of a new beginning. Where one cycle ends, a new one begins. And the affirmation is, I trust in the magic of new beginnings. I feel the support and guidance that is all around me. Yay! Like earlier when I was doing the regular reading with the tarot and things like that, you know, it had to do with the high priestess, and then after that came out like protected, like, yeah, very much protected. So, I mean, we're all protected, you know, but whoever I was doing the reading for earlier, very much divinely protected. It's time to reflect. Okay, 666. Now, don't get all up in arms, people, about the number 666. These are angel numbers, okay? And that means reflection. Says when you allow time for reflection, you allow yourself to see where inner shifts are needed. It is time for you to look at your beliefs and ask, is this serving me, or is it time for me to release this? Reflect, refocus, and readjust. So the affirmation for that is, as I refocus on what serves my highest good, I feel myself shift into my highest self. So be the best version of yourself, okay? You know, if you feel like you're doing mediocre in life, or just like you're mediocre period, and you want more, okay, well, you have to put more into it, all right? You can't expect yourself to be the best version of yourself if you're just sitting back and, you know, being complacent and like stagnant in your life, and you're not really, you don't have any goals, and you're not trying to like attain anything, and you're just sitting there like doing nothing, you know? Yeah, you're going to continue to be mediocre, and if people can get mad at me all day long, I don't care. I mean, it's the truth, you know. You're only going to be as good as you allow yourself to be, you know, and as you work towards. So like this, you know, with me just starting out and whatever, you know, am I the best version of myself? Heck no, nowhere near it yet. You know what I mean? I still have a lot of work to do. And I know that, and there's always going to be work to do, and I know that, you know, and especially with me doing this and the whole paranormal and metaphysical, you know, all of those things. And there's so much to learn. There's so much to learn when it comes to this. And yes, with being a psychic, with being a medium, with being an empath, you know, all of the cards and all of the different cards, and, you know, reading somebody and different ways of reading somebody, you know, and all the stuff that comes along with the metaphysical, whether it be the healing, because I do the energy healing. There's a lot to learn with that. My crystals and gemstones, you know, and the vibrations and binaural beats, and herbology and all of that. I mean, there's so much to learn, you know, in these fields and stuff like that. And then when it comes to the paranormal, you know, when it comes to spirits that have passed on, and you know, and then you've got angels and demons and devils and, you know, and God and source and just all of these different things. I mean, there's just so much to learn, period. And I love learning, and I love the fact that I'm able to do this, you know, and whether it be entertaining or informative, it really doesn't matter. As long as people are watching and, you know, helping me to improve my craft, so to say, then, and as long as I'm helping somebody, at least one person a day, then I am doing my job, serving my purpose, in my opinion. 1515 means creativity. Ooh. Keep accessing the creative connection that you feel to the divine. The whispers speak through your creative connection, allowing you to express the beauty that is within you and connect you to the love that is around you. Affirmation: creativity is my birthright. As I express my creativity, I feel a beautiful flow of love and connection. That's because there's angels, you know, and our guardian angels and spirit, you know, around us all the time. All the time. We just don't always hear them. What is this? Oh, that's a reminder. Okay. This is nice that this came out. It says, this is a reminder. It says, angel whispers are the guidance that is always within you. Your ability to find the answer that is needed is your innate superpower. In this moment, close your eyes and ask, what is my next right move? Place your trust in the first answer that you receive, as your higher self is always connected to what is best for you. You must trust yourself. I mean, that doesn't say that on there, but I'm saying that. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust your intuition. You know, if you can't trust yourself, if you can't trust your inner voice, then what is it there for? It's there to guide you, to help you. You know, that inner voice is, some people call it your conscious. It's angels, you know, it's angels, it's our guardian angels, it's our spirit guides, it's source, it's the higher aboves helping us, you know, trying to guide us throughout our lives and help us and help to steer us and guide us on the right path, you know. Don't be so afraid to listen and to actually follow through, you know. There's nothing wrong with doing the right thing. There's nothing wrong with, you know, taking the road less traveled, you know, because obviously with so many people and so many sins out here in this world, you know, what path do we generally take? The one that seems more appealing, you know what I mean? Yeah, the one that's more exciting and all of that. Well, you know what? The right path isn't so boring. It's really not. It's all about what you make it, you know. It's only going to be boring if you allow it to be boring. It's only going to be like, you know, or that's, yeah, no, I don't like that. Well, how do you know? You know, how do you know if you like something or are really, truly interested or not unless you actually try it? What do they say? Don't knock it unless you try it? That's right. Oh my gosh, what was it? It was last week that the one guy I was seeing that, yeah, we're not no more, obviously, but he had said something to me, and I said something about that saying, what is it? Why buy the milk when you can get the cow for free? Or why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? And I said, I'm tired of being the milk. I seriously said that. I said, yeah, just like that saying goes, why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? I said, I'm tired of being the milk. Basically, I'm tired of people just like using me and taking advantage of me, but I'm the one that has to like put my foot down and like stop allowing it to happen. You know, if I see it happening or see red flags, hello, Alicia, you know what I mean? Like put a stop to it. So, but I am so dense, I will put it that way, and just kind of flighty I am when it comes to relationships. I'm very still very naive and gullible when it comes to people in general, because I want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I want to truly believe that nobody would maliciously hurt me. Nobody would actually be hurting me. You know what I mean? I want to believe that everybody has a pure, true, good heart and wouldn't want to hurt somebody else or wouldn't want to see somebody else hurting, you know, because I wouldn't, you know, and I wouldn't purposely go out of my way to try to destroy somebody or try to disrupt their life, you know, not purposely. You know I've done things like out of anger and hurt and whatever in the past. I'm not perfect, you know, but to sit and like methodically like think something out and plan something out, no, I've never done that. You know, I'm not an eye for an eye type person. I'm not, you know, because I know that's going to come back on me. So if somebody does me wrong and then I turn right around and do them dirty like 10 times more, well, that 10 times more is going to come back on me, even 10 times more than that, you know. I believe that wholeheartedly. And so I'm just, there's a reason why we go through the things that we go through. And given all the trauma and abuse and everything that I've endured, you know, throughout my life, and I've sat there and I've played the victim role, and it's like, woe is me. And, you know, and I've been at that point where I've been like, you know, oh my God, why? And I have questioned, like, why in the world have I had to go through all of this stuff that I've had to go through from little on, you know what I mean? And it's like, I didn't understand, and I really don't feel like I understand, like, to its full capacity, like, still, but I do a little bit, you know. I mean, I know what my purpose is, and I know my purpose is to help others, and whether it be by doing this or by physical healing, but I know by doing this and me being able to also like share my experiences, you know, and my story along with it, it has helped people, you know, at least in the past, and I'm hoping still that it still does today, which I believe it does. You know, it helps people to see that, number one, they're not alone, you know, number two, things aren't always what they seem, you know, and everyone thought I always had it all together and I was this totally different person, you know, or my life was different than what it really was. And it was a facade, you know, and there was a lot of secrets and a lot of things that, you know, wasn't shared and wasn't brought about. But that's what happens when, you know, you're faced with situations of either molestation and rape and like abuse and things like that. You know, it's a whole hush-hush type deal, and you don't talk about things like that. And then, of course, with me like losing custody of my kids and me physically losing my son, and, you know, the addictions and the rehabs and the jails and the prison, and, you know, and just everything I've endured and like been through and seen and witnessed and been a part of. You know, I thank God every day, you know, that I'm here and that I'm still here, and that I'm able, you know, to at least start to fulfill, you know, my life purpose, which I feel is this. And just like the other day, my two-parter readings about the brother and sister, you know, whose sister come up missing in 2011. I feel like I helped them a lot. And if you guys haven't seen those, the first one was Thursday night, my live thing, and then the other one was Saturday afternoon's reading. And they said almost everything I said was either something that had been thought of, something that they heard of, something that people had brought up to maybe detectives and they were overlooked. You know, I shared with them how I feel like she had passed away, because from what was being shown, you know, I shared with what happened to her during that time, what happened to her after, where she possibly could be, you know, or located. And almost everything I said like clicked with them. And then I even said something, and I think I posted this too, because I said something about, I said, what does December 4th mean to you guys? And, you know, they couldn't think of it at the moment. Well, it was later that night the sister had messaged me, and she sent me the Dayton Daily News article from December 4th of that year, where it was talking about where the missing woman was still missing and still had not been found. So I thought that was pretty amazing. You know, if I'm able to one day maybe get into something like that where I could help people, you know, with like cold cases or something, I think that would be pretty amazing and pretty cool, you know, because I mean, that's really helping people also. I mean, this helps people, but that, you know, helping people to find closure, which I do with this on the personal level. The individual readings are more personalized, you know what I mean? Like I said, I could be sitting there seeing things and bringing up things, traumatic event that nobody knows about, but yet I'm sitting here talking about it because it's what's being shown to me in great detail, you know, or, you know, a relationship that you're in could be abusive that no one really knows is going on, you know, and you're trying to keep that, and I'm talking about it, and people are like, how do you know this? And it's like, I don't know. I just know that it's my spirit guides or past loved ones. I mean, past loved ones come from here, so I'll let you know if it's like a past loved one speaking. They come from the left side. Now, if it's my spirit guides and or source, angels and source, all of that comes from my right side. So I channel from my right side on that. And, you know, I thank God every day that I'm able to do this. And I know I help people, you know, I know I have, and I know I do. And some of these generalized readings are just that, you know, just very generalized and for the collective, and for, you know, maybe sometimes only one or two people out there that it may resonate with, and that's okay, you know, because every single reading isn't going to resonate with every person every single time. There's no possible way, you know, but, yeah, I would really, it would be great to be able to have an opportunity like that, you know, to where I could really put my abilities, you know, to good use. I mean, I know they're getting good use now, but you understand what I mean. I just think that would be amazing. So, you know, and I just really hope, because I told the sister, I said, well, I said, if you need to, I said, because with some of the information that I had given, either her or her brother had thought, you know, and like it was just like discounted or like looked over, and it's like, okay, well, if they're thinking that, and I don't know these people, you know, and it's been since 2011, and I'm channeling that now, and that's what's being shown to me and told to me now, and you thought that then, and I'm saying it now, then there's a reason for that, you know, that's a sign, in my opinion. And so I told her, I said, if you need to, you know, take the videos to the detective, show them to them, you know, and let them hear what I have to say. And, you know, maybe that'll, because it's still an open case, you know, help to get some closure, and help to either find her or find where she was buried, you know, or maybe somebody will be able to come forth and say something. Yeah, because like I stated the other day, there was a witness, and there was more than one person involved at the end of it all. So yeah. So anyhow, yes, I am going to hop off here. Yeah, somebody out there has issues with headache real bad. It's up top here because it is killing me. It is like throbbing so bad. That's another reason I'm hopping off here. That and the blurry vision. Someone's got blurry vision and headaches. So get that looked into. Like I said, they're saying it's a blood pressure issue. So, okay. Yes, I'm going to hop off here. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, afternoon, or night whenever you're watching this. And I will be on here tomorrow evening. Yes, I will get another starseed reading together. I probably won't do it until this next weekend. I've got some readings I've got to do tomorrow day and one tomorrow evening before I come on here. So, yeah, if anybody would like a personalized reading, just message me here on Facebook, and we can talk about it. If you have not done it yet, please go to my YouTube channel. It's at The Healing Hippie, and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. It does not cost anything. You won't get anything from me. It's to help me to be able to go live on YouTube, and to help me be able to get monetized through YouTube also. Okay? Well, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. All right? Peace, love, and light. Bye.